Hello, everyone.
Hello. Welcome back to another episode of To Be in the Same Boat.
And we're your hosts. I'm Karina.
And I'm Erica.
And today's episode is
Karina's episode!
Hey.
I am so excited.
She is.
I can just sit back and relax and you just
ask questions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
So if you heard last week's episode, it was my episode.
Yes.
So now we're doing Karina's.
Yes.
So
Let's start.
let's go. Okay. First question. This is actually from Maya.
Oh.
What's one lesson you learned from each year of university? So 4 lessons.
Oh my God. Oh, this is hard. Okay. First year would be there's nothing wrong with not being the smartest. Second year would be second year was a lot of like I was like not doing anything except school.
Right.
And it was a lot of like that.
Mm-hmm.
But then also second year was like a big personal thing.
Yes.
So I think second year would be just like don't rely on people too much. Third year would be
write it down, guys. Write it down.
third year would be it's okay to not be okay with being alone.
It's okay to not be okay with being alone.
Yeah.
Okay.
But it's also like something you should work on.
Mm-hmm.
Like third year was a lot of that for me.
Yes.
I was being alone a lot. I was learning how to do that. Also, I had acne that year. So that was a lot
Third
of
year
like
or second year?
third year. That was a lot of like personal, like, oh, it's okay to go outside with acne. That can be another one. And then the fourth year, it's now. Just keep swimming.
Aww.
Honestly, yeah, I feel like just like keep hard work and then it will pay off.
Mm-hmm. Good answers.
Thanks.
Okay.
Good question, Maya.
Yes. I was sitting with her and I was like, oh, I need to write questions for Karina. And she's like, and she's on her phone. She's like, okay, yeah, let me see. Just like immediately.
Of course.
Okay. This one I want to ask. If you had $1 million and it would disappear in one day, what would you spend it on? And you cannot save it, you cannot donate it, and you cannot buy an apartment or a house.
I can invest it.
You can't do that. It has to be material.
It has to be. Can it be like travel?
Sure.
Okay. $1 million?
Yeah.
I think I would take my whole family, like my extended, like we used to go, and go somewhere like Maldives or something for a month.
Oh,
yeah,
nice.
I think I would just want to like spend time with my family and like give them that.
What it has to be material.
It is because we're buying a place. But
that's more like experience. Like for yourself.
Oh, like just
you.
Just things.
Yeah, like a selfish thing.
Can I buy a car? No.
Sure.
Yeah, I'll buy a car.
You'll buy a car?
Probably $2 to $1 million. If I can buy a house. Couple of cars, maybe. What else? Oh, no, goddamn. I'll buy like diamonds.
Oh.
Yeah, fuck the car. I don't need a car. Like, I'll get one car.
You get one car and
then I'll spend the rest on like diamonds. Yeah, jewelry for sure.
Oh, jewelry diamonds to wear.
Yeah, to
I
wear.
think like actual diamonds.
No, like diamond jewelry to wear.
Okay.
Yeah, like Cartier and stuff. Because that's a good investment, by the way.
That is true.
And that's very like girly. I can wear that as well.
Yes,
so.
that's a good answer.
Thanks.
Okay. Next question. For the next 10 years, would you rather be alone romantically or only have one-night stands, but after each time they ghost you?
Oh my God. Both are so bad. Be alone.
Yeah?
10 years?
You can't have anything.
Oh, shoot. Or one night stands and they ghost me. You know what? I'll take one night stands.
Yeah, I was going to say.
10 years nothing is crazy.
10 years nothing is crazy.
Like not even like
Not even a situation.
Oh yeah, no, that's so boring. I think I'll get depressed.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think one night stands, it will definitely take a toll on me.
Oh yeah, for sure. I think like even just like thinking about it, like after 3 in a row, it's like ooh.
Yeah, especially like if they ghost you, but also if they ghost me, I'll be like, I guess it's a pattern.
I guess.
I guess I'm not.
But then the day after the 10 years, you'll meet the love of your life.
Oh, damn! If I don't kill myself in those 10 years.
But
that's
the second one.
Oh, I'm just thinking like, but I don't have to have it every single like week. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like you can be like,
you can have
once
like
a year.
once a year. Yeah.
Literally. Yeah. Then it's fine.
Yeah. It's like similar to the question where the one that Maya asked. What was it? The one's like, would you rather, meet the love of your life?
Oh yeah, I hate that question.
But they die when you're like in like 35 years old.
Yeah. When you're 35, he dies, or you meet the love of your life when you're 40.
Yeah.
I don't.
I said 40.
I said 35.
Yeah.
Because I want to have kids. And if I'm 40, they're like, it's not for sure I'm not gonna have kids.
It's so sad.
Yeah, but also like for the 41, there is a thing when you can't have anything. You can't have a relationship. You can have like one night stands and stuff, but you can't have a relationship. So like till 40, you're alone.
You only have like flings,
I guess. Things. I don't even know if that's included. I feel like it was alone.
That's crazy.
That's what I'm saying. I would rather live with a memory, and like, yeah, it sucks.
No, I think if it's alone, then I would choose the first one. But if you can have like flings and stuff, then I would choose that one. Yeah. Anyways, something to think about. Without thinking too hard. So right away, name 3 things that make you happy.
My family, food, podcast. I got so scared.
Wait, the way you said podcast was like kind of Russian.
Yeah, it's like, because it was so like right now.
Really?
Yeah.
Podcast number 3?
Yeah, sure. I can say Hamilton, but like,
yeah.
Hamilton, not the city, by the way. I was thinking about it.
The musical?
Yeah.
Took me a while.
The musical, of course. I was thinking about it the other day. Is like there are some things that just like make me happy. Like no matter what mood like if I'm in like neutral mood, if I listen to like a specific song or I watch a specific movie or I do a specific thing, it just like brings my mood up. I know for a lot of people it's like working out. Like they work out and then endorphins, whatever. Not the same for me. I can get like more depressed when I work out. I think for me, like we're watching Hamilton the other day and I was so happy. Aww. I was like over the moon.
Yeah, she was.
And yeah, and it was funny because everyone was like, okay. And I was like, guys, I actually don't care. I'm doing it. Or like specific songs. I'm just
what song? Or do you have like a playlist that you listen to?
I do. When you're sad? Yeah, I have a playlist. Not when I'm sad. When I'm sad, I listen to sad songs. This is like the morning when I'm like, okay, I need to like bump it up.
Yes.
One song that always makes me happy, I guess, on the musical theme from La La Land.
Oh.
No. La La Land, the intro.
Such a good.
It just like it feels like good morning.
Yes,
in a song.
Such a good song.
So yes, that one. What else? Yeah, that's the first one that comes to mind.
Nice.
Yeah.
The other day we were talking about because you said podcast. We were saying how like when we put the headphones on, it's like everything else is just like gone.
Yeah.
And we just talk. It's like, it's such an interesting feeling. Like, you can't really describe it.
I was explaining it to Zoe the other day, to her roommate, and I said, it feels like, you know, when you have the midnight talks with your friends after a night out, this is what it feels like.
Yeah.
Like, it feels like we've been, like, drinking, we came home, and we're like, okay, and now we yap.
Yeah.
And it's so... Like, I think I love those type of talks so much, but they happen so rarely because both people or, like, whatever the group has to be in certain mood for that to happen.
Yes.
Like, something needs to click. For us, we make it artificial, which is so crazy. We literally just put headphones on.
And then it's just boom.
And then, yeah, that's it.
Yeah. For me, it's like, because I think about a million things at the same time in my head all the time. But once I have these headphones on, I don't think about them at all. Like, all my responsibilities are just like gone for like 2 hours.
Oh.
Yeah.
Honestly, yeah. I don't think about like, oh, next thing I need to do.
Yeah. Because every time I'm just like, okay, what's next?
Yeah.
But here I'm like, it doesn't matter.
It's just like, oh, we're talking about this.
Yeah.
And whatever.
Yeah.
That's so true.
Yeah. It's very therapeutic.
It is.
It's free therapy.
Literally, free therapy. Free.
Three therapy.
Three therapy.
Three therapy. This and my part-time job are both my therapy. Okay. What's the hardest? What's the hardest? What's up with us today? What's the hardest or harshest thing you've ever been told?
Oh my god, this is so deep.
Yeah, the questions are kind of like mixed up.
I think. What is the harshest thing I've been told? Honestly, I don't know. I feel like my brain like blocked it out.
I was gonna say, would it be like a Mars thing?
Not really. I've heard worse things back home. It's definitely from something from back home.
Like family or?
Probably even.
Because I'm also trying to think for me.
For you? I don't. It's so hard. But my family is very supportive. And I've definitely heard things, but it's more like.
Or maybe the hardest. Something that you had to like.
Face?
Maybe something that you know is true, but it's just like, it's hard to hear it.
Sometimes when this goes into like body image, and it's definitely not the hardest, but like one of them. Sometimes when I talk to like with my mom, and my mom is like, she's very skinny. She's always been like skinnier than I am.
Just like genetics.
Yeah. And we would be like I would be trying her clothes or something, and then she's like, yeah, no, but like you're bigger in here, so you can't like. And I know she doesn't mean it in a bad way, and it's just like it's a fact. But like sometimes it used to be so bad for me. Like now I think I'm more okay, like comfortable with myself and whatever. So it's fine now, but it used to be like a really big thing.
Do you like respond in a certain way, or do you just kind of like ignore it?
I used to ignore it. Sometimes I would like respond and be like Mom, how can you say something like that? And then she's like what? Like, you know,
because she doesn't mean it.
She doesn't mean it in a bad way. Again, it's just like it's a fact, you know. But I'm like, no, you can't say something like that. Like that's not okay. Yeah. I think. Honestly, don't even know. Like I'm trying to think of from dance. Oh my god,
I was gonna think like from your dad.
Dance so harsh. Like we would hear, oh, you're like fat here. You need to lose weight here, or like.
That's horrible.
I'm not like very flexible. Like to compared to like a normal person, I might be a bit more flexible. But for a dancer, I'm not flexible. So that would be like, oh, like for God's sakes, please, like be flexible kind of thing. And like I can't say specific phrases because also it's different language. It's kind of hard to translate. But like it would be something like that, or like I don't know. We used to be called like penguins.
Penguins?
Yeah, because you know how they walk like this.
Yeah.
And then because also they have like a tummy. And when I was a kid, my stomach was like very like.
That's so cute.
Yeah, but my choreographer would be like, "Why are you walking like a penguin? You're a penguin." I
think we used to get called that too in cheer.
Yeah, it's like a lot of not nice things. I think one thing I do remember, and again, this is body image, so it's definitely not the worst thing, but this is just something that does come to my mind, is like when a guy commented on my picture saying, I think I've said this in the podcast already, but it was like, oh, you look so fat. And I was like,
that is crazy.
Whoa. And it was also
every time I hear this story again, I'm just like, that is insane. Like,
it was just like this. It wasn't even my body wasn't in there. It was just my face. Yeah. Or like another time a guy would like, oh, this was so bad actually. Yeah, that took a really big toll on me. I was working as a volunteer and I was like responsible for 70 people when I was like 16 or like 15.
Wait, what do you mean?
I was volunteering, but I had like a spot.
Oh,
and I was
okay,
responsible for people at
Oh,
that
responsible for so many people.
Yeah.
Okay.
Anyways, so then another guy who's also in like the leadership team, he came to me and we were talking, and he's like, "Oh, Karina, you're like so chubby." And he was like touching my cheeks, and he was like,
Ew.
"Oh, you should lose some weight." And he was doing like this to me, and then he was like, "Oh, you should like get on a diet or something." And also, it was so funny hearing it from him, because like he is not the best looking guy at all. And
It's always the ones that's not good looking.
if
that
anything,
comments.
you should lose weight.
It's always those people. I swear to God.
And I was in his team before, like he was my supervisor before, so I was like, what the hell? And we were also like kind of friends.
Older.
He was older. Everyone there was older.
Like how old?
Like he was in uni, I was in 10th grade.
That is like
He was like
not okay.
3rd year, 2nd year, something. But yeah, I was just like, what? Excuse me?
Yeah.
And then, or like I would be, I was wearing like a big t-shirt, and I had a turtleneck underneath, and then I put my t-shirt in my sweatpants, so it'd be like whatever. And he was like, "Oh, you should put it out, because like you look big, or like your stomach is like pointing out," something like that. And I was like, huh? And then
It's the fact that like, see, these people like they comment and they think it's like nothing, but till this day you remember exactly what you were wearing and exactly what he said. That tells you so much about like how your comment makes a difference
it's also
and how it impacts people.
it was with other people. Like it wasn't just 2 of us. It was like 4 people standing in there, and then one guy, he was like, "Okay, relax."
Yeah.
Like, he said that to him, and I was like, thank God, because because also I'm not the girl who's like, oh, like I'm not gonna be quiet. I was like saying back, but I was joking back, because also he was my supervisor.
Yeah.
You know, and like I respected him. We were like kind of friends, and then I would be just like, yeah, like, oh, maybe you should look at your like. I didn't say anything. Like I don't know what I said, but it was
Just,
like
trying to
joking
come
back.
Yeah.
But also there was a guy in there who I liked in that circle, and I like, oh, it was a whole thing. And I remember when that thing ended, we didn't sleep the whole night. It was like very big. And I remember I talked to my friend. I was just so tired. But I was like, oh my God, am I like fat? Like, do I need like to lose weight, guys? Like, why are you not telling me?
That is
I was
horrible.
16, and
and you were a kid.
I was pretty skinny as well. Like, yeah, and saying that to a dancer, it's kind of
Yeah.
to a dancer who always been said that she's not the skinny one.
Mm-hmm.
So, but it's all worked out on. But I think the worst things that I said that I've heard is probably something like about my language. I used to be very offended when
accents,
or like when I don't know something. That's why I said first year, like it's okay to not know things, because first year I was like struggling a lot. And thank God for you and our other friend at the time. I was okay with asking you guys, like, what is this? What is that? And you guys were like so fine with that, and it was like making jokes.
I swear to God, I honestly did not think that you were like bad. And
I've heard it from other people, and it was like,
here,
yeah, and it was like, oh, you don't know this, or like, oh, like making fun of me almost. Like when now it happens at our house, I'm fine with it. I used to like cry about that. So yeah, like not knowing something was really so
yeah. Also, I feel like just like if first year you heard stuff that our house has been saying, it would be so much more, because the way our house says things is like harsh.
I think, okay, our house is like, yeah, we do say things harsh, but like I'm okay with talking about things like that. Like that's what we do at home. Like we do even harsher. But to me personally, I have my own like boundaries, and sometimes those boundaries in the house, they're not really sustained almost, which is like I'm being fine with it. I'm kind of like convincing myself that I'm fine with it. Not always. But also I'm like, I don't care that much.
Yeah.
Like I think it's that. Like I used to care a lot, and now I'm like,
in the house you cannot be sensitive at all.
Yeah, you're like, okay, you said
everyone
that.
Jokes around. Yeah.
You said that. Okay, whatever.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, it used to be like if somebody, because we always like joking like, oh, you're so like large.
Yeah.
In the house.
Yeah.
And if I heard that like 3-4 years ago, sometimes even now, it takes a toll on me.
Yeah. But I think it helps that, like, I know that in our house, they don't mean it at all.
It's always for me like, yeah, we say they don't mean it, but it's also the joke came from somewhere. It didn't come from a thin air. Like, I don't, like, it's based on something. And it's like, for some, I think certain things to saying to someone, it's fine. Certain people, it's not.
Yeah, that's true.
Like, when people joke about bored with me.
Yeah.
That's not funny.
Yeah.
Like, I've said that multiple times. Like, that's not funny to me. And it's not even the fact that I like the, like, it's a movie. For someone, it's funny and, like, whatever. And I used to be a lot more sensitive about it. Now I'm just like, you can joke about it, just not with me. Because, like, you don't understand how much bad things I've heard about my country. And that's also one thing. I don't take things as personally about myself. I'm not going to say something to you. But if you talk about my friends, my family, or, like, my country, I will fight you.
Yeah.
So, like, that, and I'm like, why?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that makes sense. Okay. Would you rather be extremely successful in your career while in your industry, you're, like, working in Disney or, you know, whatever, but be single for the next 10 years, or meet the love of your life tomorrow and never be able to chase after your career and achieve your career goals?
First one. For sure. If it's an option, like, I can do both almost.
But it's just
to
like,
wait.
Yeah, you have to wait.
Yeah, definitely the first one. Because as much as I care a lot about having relationship early on, like having starting family earlier on rather than later and stuff like that, I still think that I need to pursue my dreams. So if I can do both, sure, I'll wait.
Yeah, that's a good answer. So what, 10 years you'll be like 31? That's not even old at all.
Kind of.
31, you meet the love of your life, get married in 32.
Sure.
Done.
Yeah. It's not that bad.
It's not bad at all.
So
yeah. What are the top 3 things on your bucket list?
I used to actually have a bucket list. Like, I would write things.
I used to have one as well, but it's like, and I know that I never actually wanted to do them. It was more of like, bucket list. Sure.
I think
about it, like, before you die, you really want to do this.
I think I really want to go on a cruise.
Have you been?
No.
Okay.
I've never been. And
Disney cruise?
Sure, like some type of cruise, but just because I want to, like, I'm very scared of being in water too. Like,
that's true.
In that sense, but that's why I want to do it as well. I'm like, I want to push myself. And it's also fun, you know?
It's super fun.
So that,
I want to go on a cruise now too.
I want to, like, see places in, like, Australia or something like those. Very, like, very pretty, very, like, hiking and stuff like that. I can't name a certain, like, specific one, but just, like, yeah. And then the third one would be, what do I want to do? I want to give birth.
No. Oh my god. That scared me. Because the saying, give birth.
Oh, yeah. But I actually do. Like, it scares the hell out of me, being pregnant and stuff. But
it scares you too?
Yeah, of course. If I say it, doesn't mean that I'm not scared.
But you want it more than you're afraid of it.
I don't know.
Really?
Yeah.
You're more scared of it?
I'm more scared of it. Like, it's hard to tell now. I feel like if it would be like, oh, it's close call, then I'll be terrified. But then,
like a scare?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Like a pregnancy scare, then I would be terrified. But now I'm like, whatever. But I really want to, like, experience that. I think it's just so, like,
life changing.
Yeah, it's just so, like, crazy. Like a human out of a human. Like, it's just so insane when I think about that. And also, it's been happening since, like, ages, decades ago. And we still do that. That is so crazy to me.
Yeah.
So, yeah, those 2.
3.
Oh, 3. Sorry.
So, first 2 was kind of like traveling-ish.
Yeah. I was trying not to make it all travel because it's like, I feel like that's easy. And then the third one's like, yeah, I want to experience that.
Yeah, that's fair. Okay. If you were to join the Olympics, what sport would you choose?
If I were to join the Olympics, I think I would do volleyball.
Would you actually?
I actually do like volleyball. I've liked it since like high school. That was the only sport that I was like decent at.
Really?
Yeah, compared to like basketball or soccer, football, or maybe tennis. Yeah, I used to play tennis.
Tennis is such a cool sport in my mind.
Tennis is such old money.
It's such a rich, like,
it is.
Old money.
Yeah, for sure.
Cool sport.
I used to play. I haven't played in a hot minute, but
I've never played tennis.
It's so fun. But yeah, maybe that.
So okay,
volleyball for the team. I love having team sports.
That's true. So tennis, solo or partner?
Partner. Maybe partner. Maybe tennis partner. Yeah, that's good. I forgot that that's an option.
Women's?
Yeah.
Is there co-ed?
I don't know. Probably.
So like if you
I know very little.
Say you like never
Oh wait. Or ski they jump from like trampoline. We have it back home. It's like a huge thing. Like you ski and then you go down this like thingy and then you jump and then boom. But that's very scary. And you can like jump very wrong and then die. So I don't know.
So if you like say you never go to school or you go to school but you never focus on your academics, you just focus on a sport. You focus on sports since you were like 5 years old.
Yes.
And you can only choose one sport.
I did dance. That's what I did.
Till now, for the rest of your life. Like till you're like 30.
Sure.
Dance?
Yeah. I will choose dance. Either way.
Okay, you can't say dance.
I'm being Maya right now. I'll do
something you've never done. Or it could be tennis.
Yeah, maybe tennis then.
What the heck is this?
Oh. It's one of the things from this.
Tennis?
Yeah, I think tennis. I think I'll do tennis. I quit tennis only for the reason of I was too busy. Like I didn't have time for tennis.
Did you play like competitively?
No, I played for like fun. I started playing because of my best friend. She was like, "Oh, do you want to try?" And I was like, "Oh, sure." And then I started doing that. It was a lot of fun, but I had to quit. I played for like a year maybe, so not that long at all.
Would you rather stay in Canada now and never be able to go home? Okay, you can go for like a week, just a week. Or have never left at all.
Whoa! This is such a good question for me. Damn. Oh my god, this is so. Never have left
long
at all.
and hard.
Like left in terms of like for a long period of time.
No, you stay in Kazakhstan. You never experienced like travel. Travel, sure, but like nothing like extreme. Just like with your family, like same, like here and there.
Nothing like moving, like for 4 months or whatever. Yeah, just like travel for like a month, whatever.
Sure.
Okay. Damn. And I can never go back.
You can go back for a week, but you can never go back like permanently.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, you can never go back.
Oh.
This is hard, right?
This is so hard.
When I was writing, it's like, this is going to be so hard for Karina.
This is so hard.
Like, knowing what you've experienced here.
Oh my god. Actually having like chills.
That was the goal of this whole interview.
Okay, I'm gonna like vocalize my thoughts so people are not just hearing the noise. Well, I can't imagine not being able to live back home because I've wanted to do it.
As in, you can't imagine not going back?
Okay, wait. If I think about it, I've wanted to go back when I came here. Like, I was like, oh, actually, this is what I want to do. Like, I've known that I want to, like, impact my country and stuff, but I had a point when I was like, I'll just move.
Right.
That was my, like, goal. I want to just move moved to US, lived there, stayed there. That's it.
Mm-hmm.
So essentially, that's first plan. Like, ooh, done. And then when I came here is when I was like, oh, I actually want to go back. So I think I'm going to go from the other way. I think I would be more miserable if I never left and never experienced it, because that's the sole thing that I wanted to do. So I think I would rather, oh, it's so hard to say. I think I'd rather never go back.
Oh, damn.
Because I think that way I can still have some impact on my country.
How?
Internet, their ways,
Yes.
their things.
Collaborate.
Collab. I don't know. I'll be the biggest promoter of Kazakhstan you'll ever know in Western world. But then if I never came, I would be so sad. Because I would be like, this is, like, I missed out.
You've been wanting it.
And I'd be like, if I don't have the option, it's not just uni, right? Like, I can never go and live somewhere. I would be so miserable.
Because you always imagine the possibility and the potential.
Yeah. So I think, yeah, I would be less miserable if I don't go home. Which is crazy to say.
Yeah. For a week.
For is nothing. Take into account that, like, the flight is a day.
Yeah.
Yeah, but sure.
Okay. Are you still thinking about it, or
No, like that's solid answer. But I was just like imagining my life.
like
with
imagine
not,
if that happened?
with not like being able to go home. Like when I didn't go home for a year.
I'm just thinking like our friend.
So sad. But yeah, I was like thinking about that. But then I was like, we can meet somewhere.
Like with
well,
your family and stuff.
Yeah, like my family definitely. It is a bit harder because like my extended. But
yeah, and like it's always different meeting your family somewhere than like going home. It's so different because like your entire life, essentially, is back home. Yeah, but yes.
I think you would do the same.
Yeah, 100%. Oh, is this the last question?
Oh,
Last question. What time is it? 30 minutes. What do you think is the meaning in life?
your guys' favorite question.
Yes. For context, I'm taking a course. Well, I finished it.
Oh,
Called Meaning in Life, and it's been very.
so I should ask you. You finished the class.
It's been very interesting.
What is the meaning in life? Trying to be happy. I think that's, yeah. Just trying to be happy.
So family, food, and podcast. The
Yeah.
meanings in life.
Essentially, because
What do you think we're like? Do you think as humans we're put on this earth to do something, like to make an impact or to change something, or just to live and experience it, whatever?
I think impact for sure.
And you think everyone?
Everyone has some type of impact and some type of influence, and it's so like, it's so sad to think about it when you think about like people who like, let's say kids who get cancer, and it's like they didn't do anything. Why do they deserve this? But I'm like, it's gonna influence someone else's life.
Yeah,
Them
it's
leaving
just
this
sad
earth.
that they are the ones
Yeah.
who's.
It's just sad that it happens to be this person, but I think it's always like a lesson or whatever it is for other people if it's not for you. So everything that I experience, and if it's not, like if it's hard, whatever, I'm like, it was here for a reason. I met this person for a reason.
Yeah.
Also, I saw this TikTok the other day. It was like, if you think that your like life is like meaningless, think about the fact that you could have not happened. Like in terms of like biology and stuff, it was like 1 in a million chance that it was those two that matched.
Yeah.
And it happened that way.
Yeah. So
like
you were
there
born on this
is
earth,
there is a purpose.
and you were born on this earth for a reason.
Yeah.
Interesting.
So you are playing a part for sure. You have a meaning, and also you never know who you can influence.
Yeah.
Like I never
Probably
know what
influence
impact
so
I
many
had.
people and you don't even know it.
Exactly. Like, and again, like I'm saying from like the bad things I remember, right? And it's the people like I don't even talk to them now. They don't like. They probably don't think about that at all.
Yeah.
But then for me, that like influence that made me the way I am now. And the same thing like you can be in a good way. So
I used to think for the longest, not the longest time, but I used to think that we were literally born to die. Which, like, I still think it's true.
it's true to a certain extent. Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just like there's birth, there is death, and there's something in between.
What do you think, what are your thoughts of, like, when someone said, well, I didn't ask to be born, or I didn't ask to be here?
Fair, but you are.
So?
Take the most of it. I agree with that. And it's like, but I don't know how, like, I don't know, just be grateful you are here. Like, there's so many things that could have happened. There's so many ways. And I also think that's a very, I don't want to say privileged way, but it's kind of, it's like, a very privileged thing to say. I was never asked to be here. Like, I think I've heard that mostly from, like, Western world and, like, people who have.
Privileged kids?
Yeah.
I was thinking the other way. People who struggle and stuff.
Maybe. I don't know. That's not what's coming to my mind. People who struggle, it's almost like they're just trying to, like, survive. They don't have time to think about that.
Yeah.
They don't have time to think about the meaning of life.
Yeah.
And stuff like that. I think it's the privileged kids who are like, I never asked to be here. And you're like,
Yeah,
okay,
but
like,
something like a minor thing goes wrong. Then
yeah. And it's like,
I see that.
okay, but like you are.
Yeah.
And you have all these possibilities and
Yeah.
all these opportunities.
Yeah.
Stop being a little kid kind of thing.
Yeah. One thing, did I ask you guys this? But because we have a lot of scenarios or like theories in the course, and one of them is like the experience machine, where it's like if you can choose to be attached to a machine, and it's basically like it's a simulation of your perfect world that the machine like literally like created for you based on your personality, your life, your interests, whatever.
That's so cool.
It's perfect for you. It has the perfect amount of struggles and good things and relationships, and everything's just, it's literally perfect. Would you do it? And when you're in the world, you don't know that it's fake, but in reality it is fake. You are tied to this machine for the rest of your life.
For the rest of your life.
Yeah, but in the world you have no idea, and you're living your perfect life.
I wouldn't do it.
You wouldn't do it, right?
I think I'm living a perfect life right now.
Yeah, and you could be attached to the machine right now.
I could be.
Yeah.
I wouldn't do it because my family, they would just see me tied down to a machine.
Yeah. What if they're also tied down?
Oh. But I can't, like, make all the people I care about
Yeah.
being tied out to a machine.
Yeah.
So, no.
What if, so you wouldn't do it now, but what if it's, you can choose it when you were first, like, born? Like, so you never experienced real life.
No. What's the point? It's the same thing, almost.
I haven't heard anyone say that they would yet.
Really?
Yeah. Which is, like, I guess it's fair, because, like, just, like, knowing that it's fake and knowing that it's so, like, superficial and artificial, it's just, like, it's so...
Like, obviously, if you're saying in the moment, you would know it. Like, in there, you would know it's fake.
You wouldn't. When you're in the world, you wouldn't.
Yeah.
know.
So it's, like, almost like I might be living that right now.
Yeah, exactly.
That's why I'm, like, how do I know it's perfect? Like, my world right now is perfect.
Yeah, you don't know it's perfect, but it is.
It's perfect for me. Like, everything is happening for the way it's supposed to happen. So I wouldn't do it. I don't see the point. I would, maybe the only thing I would, in a case I would do it, if I'm really old, everyone I love is dead or something, and I'm like, let me experience life one more time before I die. I would experience it then.
Yeah, I would do that too.
Like when I'm like, I don't know, 90.
If I'm like super rich and I have like nothing else to spend it on.
Exactly.
Yeah. Time me to the machine.
Yeah.
Why not?
Exactly.
I would be either way in the hospital. Might as well.
Yeah. You might as well be seeing good things. Also, we don't know what people are like seeing when they're like tied down to those machines.
Yeah.
Because it's like you're dreaming, and your dreams are, a lot of times they're good. A lot of times they're heartbreaking.
Yes.
Anything else?
Let me think. Meaning in life. No, I mean,
That's me.
that's Karina's episode.
Yay.
Any final thoughts? What was your favorite question?
Oh, my favorite question. I guess the hardest one.
Leaving.
Yeah, that was very like tailored to me.
Yes.
I feel like that was like, if like I asked you, it would be like such a big deal. Like for me, it was almost like, I don't know. I went through my whole life and I thought about all the things, all the decisions I made.
Karina's mind was going like
literally. I think that was my favorite question. And last thing I want to say is my episode. I don't know. I just want to like I guess like update is like I've had a lot of like passing over things and goodbye things this week, past week. And one thing is I'm very bad at goodbyes. I always say this, but I don't think I like actually am that bad because I've done it so much.
You definitely can't tell. Like I wouldn't be able to tell that you're bad at goodbyes.
Yeah.
You know?
Oh,
if
really?
If I didn't know you like that.
If I didn't like say it.
Because for example, you just seem so like whatever, like super cool about it.
Yeah. Yeah. It's like I think that I go through it like very like personally. I never like say anything. It's just like I just need to like live through it. But I was talking to my prof the other day and I was saying how like, oh my God, it ended, but like other people are talking about like new things and like next year and stuff like that. And he was like, you feel like meaningless? He said that to me and I was like, that's the perfect way to describe it.
Oh.
I feel very like purposeless, meaningless right now. And
it's because you're in the period of time where it's like you're finding your new meaning.
I guess it's like it's that period of time when you don't know
what your next meaning is,
what your next thing is, and it's hard to plan or it's hard to be okay with that, especially for someone like me who loves having plans and stuff. So when he said that, like, you feel meaningless, it was like also like going back to a harsh question. I was kind of like harsh. But, like, that was so on point of what I was feeling. And then yesterday, I think, or, like, the day before, I was just, like, thinking about it. And I was like, you know what? I do feel meaningless right now, but it's just a period. And I just need to be okay with it for now. Like, it's just time. And I started thinking back on all my experiences I've had. It's always, like, that point of time when it's, like... Transitions. And it's so hard for me.
Yes.
But I learned so much. Yes. Now looking back, I'm like, I've actually learned so much from every single one of those. And I would not be as strong or whatever if I didn't go through that.
Yes. And it's like you did all these things and you're saying goodbye to those things. Your transition period is also your time to take a break.
Yeah. I never think of it that way because
I know. Like breaks, and I struggle with that too.
I don't like... I was even saying that to my roommate when we were working out the other day. I was like, I don't take breaks when I work out. You know, remember when we were working out, like taking sets? I can't take breaks when I do sets. I need to like 30 seconds and I'm doing another one, which is not like essentially healthy. But that's one thing I should be working on. Well, and then what made me calm is the feeling of I would rather leave it right now while I still love it rather than do it for later and then hate it. Oh, that's so true. And then everything becomes like bad. All the good memories with that becomes bad
because you overdo it.
Exactly. And it's almost like toxic relationship, like just leave it when it's good, like leave each other, it's for the better, rather than drain each other and think of that person as the worst person ever because you were longer with each other than you're supposed to.
See, but then that's a good way to think about it. But then a lot of reasons why people continue is because they keep thinking about the what ifs and the negative part of like, oh, ending on good terms is like you're thinking, oh, what if I just continued it? It could have been something even better or even bigger.
Yeah.
So life is just,
I don't know. I feel like everyone low key like knows what's good for them. It's just they don't always listen to their gut.
I don't know about that. I always think that it's like, okay, everything happens for a reason, but what if it's not though? What if like this is my second best option? I never lived my best option, so I will never find out. And for me, this is what I think the best option is. I just hate the what if, to be honest. I know.
I like, and I get it, and I'm
so
always
you don't
like
think
that.
about it that much?
I do, of course, but I try not to because it's like it's very useless. Yeah. Like it's the most meaningless thought you can drain yourself on. What if is actually stupidest thing.
I think about what ifs. I think like 70% of my day I think about what ifs.
No, that's not good for you, Erica.
Well, I can't help it.
I've been told from my dad actually since I was young. He was like, it doesn't matter. Like I remember one time I was like, well, what if we did this? And then he was like, it doesn't matter. It's not gonna happen now. Like why? And I was like, huh. And then every single time, like of course, as we grow up, we think about that. And every single time I was told like it doesn't matter. So I think for me, I'm just like, it truly doesn't.
Yeah.
Like make the most out of things you have. But I know it's like you can't really focus your thoughts on something. Like it's hard to like escape that.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Is that your moral of the episode?
I guess. I don't know what even I said. It was very confusing. I'll be editing this tomorrow and be like, what the hell did that girl just say? That happens to me actually. Once in a while I edit things and I'm like, what did I just say?
1,000 million? Yeah. Yeah, they were presenting. And then there was like a number, like a figure. It was like 682 or something. And then it was 682.33, something like that. And then I was like, 682,000.33 million. I was presenting with her and I was like, wait, what?
The prof smiled at me. So.
She loves this.
Yeah. Oh, also, we had our last class.
We did.
So we're done.
We are done. Oh my God.
We just have 2 exams left. And then I guess next time you'll hear from us, we'll be done.
No, I won't be. You will be.
I'll be.
Yeah.
That's my moral. Yeah. I don't know what I said, but yeah, that's my moral. Sure.
And that concludes
my episode.
Karina's episode. Yay! We hope you enjoy. And
catch us in the next one.
Stay tuned. I'm excited for next one.
I am too, actually.
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
Thank you for listening.
Bye.
Bye.